There was a time when a man's worth was measured not by the comfort he could afford, but by the strength he could summon in the face of danger. When the sun rose, it cast its light not on soft beds and digital screens, but on swords, scars, and the stoic eyes of warriors ready to bleed for honor, for tribe, for something greater than themselves. That ancient spirit, forged in fire and sharpened through discipline, wasn't just about fighting external enemies. It was about mastering the war within, the battle between weakness and willpower, between comfort and greatness. That mentality, the one that built empires and legends, is vanishing in a world addicted to ease. Look around today and you'll see it. We have more technology, more luxury, more access to convenience than any civilization before us. We can summon meals with a swipe, warm our homes with a button, and connect with anyone on the planet without even standing up. But with all that power at our fingertips, something vital has been lost. The average man avoids pain like a plague. The modern mind flinches at the slightest discomfort, whether it's physical, emotional, or psychological. The very word hard sends people retreating into the soft folds of mediocrity. And worst of all, they think this is normal. They think this is success. But let's be honest, deep down you feel it too, don't you? That uneasy restlessness inside, that silent voice whispering, "You were made for more than this." It's not anxiety, it's not depression, it's your inner warrior dying in a cage built by comfort. You've been told to chase happiness, to avoid stress, to take it easy. But the warrior's code, the ancient wisdom that shaped the strongest men in history, taught the exact opposite. It said, chase challenge, seek discomfort, train in pain. Because true confidence, true power, and true discipline are not found in pleasure. They're forged in pressure. You see, the warrior wasn't confident because he read motivational quotes. He didn't build self-esteem through affirmations. His confidence came from surviving what should have broken him. His belief in himself came from doing what others wouldn't, from choosing to sweat, to bleed, to suffer, on purpose. Not because he had to, but because he understood a sacred truth. A man only becomes strong by standing in the fire willingly. Modern society treats pain like poison, but the warrior saw it as the cure. Comfort was the real poison, slow, addictive, and deadly to potential. Before we move on, if you like these videos and find them helpful, can you do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to my channel? This small action helps me a lot, but most importantly, helps other people improve their lives. I am truly grateful to every single one of you. Thank you. Let's move on. The problem today is simple. We've confused pleasure with purpose. We've allowed convenience to numb our calling, and we've traded the warrior's edge for emotional softness, dressed up as self-care. Discipline has been mocked, sacrifice forgotten. We've built a world that celebrates ease and mocks effort. The result? A generation that panics under pressure, that quits when it gets hard, that looks for shortcuts to success, but never finds the road to self-respect. We've created men who are physically safe, but spiritually lost. But here's the truth that nobody wants to admit. Life is a battle. It always has been. Whether you're hunting mammoths, or building a business, raising a child, or rebuilding yourself, life demands strength. And when you refuse to train for war, life will break you with ease. The man who avoids discomfort will be ruled by it. He'll be a slave to fear, to insecurity, to hesitation. He'll seek safety, but find regret. Because no matter how modern the world becomes, your biology is still ancient. Your brain still responds to adversity the way it always has, by adapting or collapsing. The solution is not to escape the discomfort, but to embrace it deliberately, to rewire your identity, to resurrect the warrior within you. That doesn't mean violence. It means voluntary suffering. It means training harder than necessary, waking up earlier than you want, saying no to temptation, going beyond excuses, doing the reps when no one's watching, facing fears head on, choosing the path that sharpens your soul instead of the one that pampers your ego. Because every time you do, you reclaim a piece of your ancient power. Confidence doesn't come from praise. It comes from promises kept to yourself. Discipline doesn't come from motivation. It comes from brutal consistency, even on the days you feel weak. And power doesn't come from pretending to be fearless. It comes from choosing to face fear and move anyway. That's what the ancient warrior knew, that every battle was a test of character, and the only way to win was to become the kind of man who refused to lose. Let's be real. There's no growth in the comfort zone, and there's no comfort in the growth zone. You want unstoppable confidence, then you must become familiar with pain. You want next-level discipline, then you must stop negotiating with your feelings. You want unshakable power, then you must fall in love with doing hard things consistently, especially when no one else is. Look at the greatest achievers in any field. You'll find one common thread. They trained when others slept. They sacrificed when others indulged. They chased excellence when others settled. Not because it was easy, but because it wasn't. They didn't become powerful in spite of discomfort. They became powerful because of it. Discomfort is the forge, and if you avoid it, you avoid greatness. The warrior's mind is a mindset of mastery. It's built on rituals, not reactions, on discipline, not dopamine, on clarity, not confusion. It sees challenge as a teacher, not a threat. It chooses the harder road because it knows the easy one leads nowhere. It prepares for the storm even when the skies are clear. And most of all, it doesn't wait for motivation. It moves without permission. This mindset is available to you. It doesn't require armor or a battlefield. It starts with a decision to stop living soft, to stop choosing what's easy over what's right, to stop apologizing for your ambition, to rise with purpose, train with intensity, and live with honor. The battlefield may have changed, but the warrior's code has not. In every action you take, ask yourself, is this sharpening me or softening me? The world needs strong minds again. Minds that can endure, that can lead, that can protect, that can build. Not just for yourself, but for your family, your future, and your legacy. You can't fake strength. You must earn it. And the currency is discomfort. The transaction is daily. And the reward? A life of unbreakable confidence, supreme discipline, and the kind of quiet power that moves mountains. So rise. Train, sweat, struggle, push, fall. Get back up. Again and again. Because the warrior's mind was never built for comfort. It was built for battle. And in that battle, you don't just find success. You find your true self. The version of you that was always meant to lead, to conquer, to endure, and to rise above the noise of this soft, distracted world. Comfort is a cage. Break out. You were never meant to be tame. You were born to be a warrior. If you made it until here, leave a mind emoji in the comments. I want to see how many of you reach the end and finish what they start. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and keep improving day by day. Together, we are unstoppable.